Yeah, let's go.
Awesome, team. Welcome to our live here at head office. We are really excited to cook with you for the next hour. We have our beautiful office manager, Sarah, on the chat box. If there's any questions that you do have, please feel free to pop them and she'll try to answer them as best as she can. We're going to try our hardest to get through 9 recipes in the next hour. And we're really excited. Most of it's prepped up. It was just a little bit of a glitch with the old tech there, but we're good to go. Hopefully you can see us. If you're on your phone, swipe over so you can see the pinned videos of the 3 cameras. This will be recorded and will be sent out to you guys as well. So if you do need anything, please let us know. And yeah, Mark, tell us a little bit about why we've chosen to do this today.
Morning. Well, 2 of my things that I really love in life, Thermomixes, this has been the first one,
Yes.
which we're using today, and these products here. So these are Good Chow products. So, you know, I'm sure they've been around for a while now. I'm sure you guys have seen them, but if you've not, we're going to be using a lot of these products in these recipes today. I've used them all through like every restaurant I've worked in. Absolutely fantastic. The soy sauce, what they make, is beautiful. If you've not tried it, any soy sauce you've had is just, this will blow it out of the park. And then one of my favourite ingredients as well, chili oil is really good. There's a little bit of spice in there. It's not too spicy, but the flavour is like really aromatic. It's fantastic. And they've got some other cool ingredients as well. They've got black beans, which is going to be put in a recipe. They've got soy dipping sauce, like a glaze, so it's nice and thick, so you can finish vegetables. And there's an interesting one here as well, the pork lard chili on. So that's really good, and that's getting in the recipe as well. And they do these beautiful juices as well. So you've got a feijoa juice, you've got a blueberry juice, a peach juice, and this is all New Zealand fruit. And we've got a beetroot one, and we're making a little recipe with beetroot one as well, and the peach one. So stay tuned. So some really good recipes, a nice cross section of them. We're going to take half the recipes each, and we're just going to go through and do it. Some of the recipes obviously take a little bit of cooking. I'm going to start with a pork belly ramen, which we've got a little bit of pork belly and chicken, which has already been marinated overnight. Tamara is going to make.
The recipe is called the duck fried rice, or rice with duck, but we're going to change it up with adding a little bit of the Good Chow pork belly instead. So really excited. I think we are going to have our mouths full today with all this food. But yeah, if anyone's around the office in Mount Wellington, come in and have a taste. So the recipe there, Mark, where are we starting from?
Right, so we've done this ahead of time. So we've done this overnight. So the longer you marinate stuff, better it is really. So at minimum, 2-3 hours, that will get some flavour into it. But if you can, do it the day before and do it overnight. We've got pork belly pieces, which has been diced into about 1cm dice. We've got some chicken wings in there. There's some oyster sauce in there. There's some soy sauce in there and a little bit of sesame as well.
Yeah.
So that's just marinated, and you can see that actual flesh is it's taken on that colour as well. So you know that's going to be tasty.
Yeah.
We're going to make a stock. We're going to cook it all in the Thermomix. We've got some shiitakes. We've got some broccoli to serve. We've made some noodles as well. So there's a recipe which we made earlier. So this is a Japanese ramen dough. So we've made that on the Cookidoo recipe. Rolled it out. We just use the pasta machine, or you can do it with the rolling pin if you want. Lots of flour and hand cut them if you want that real sort of rustic, thick noodles. Or we've just done it in a really fine sort of spaghetti attachment to the pasta machine. So we've got that. So we're going to get that going.
Right, we'll get you to start off first. So we've got our beautiful vacuum seal range containers that we've marinated our pork and chicken in as well. And that is actually our gift for purchase until the 21st. So if you haven't had a good look at our vacuum seal range, have a look on those on the Mint Shop. And we've got our beautiful 2.7 litre, a slightly smaller one, and then another smaller one again. So those are your gift for purchase with a second bowl this month. So it's really exciting to be able to start preserving our food, but also marinate our food in a lot of quicker time as well. So what have you got going in there first, Chef?
Right, so we've got some dark soy going on there. So a lot of recipes, Asian recipes, call for dark soy and light soy. If you've got those 2 products at home, you can do that. But honestly, if you've got a Good Chow soy sauce, I just use that for everything, good and light and dark. It's really good. And we've got the Good Chow oyster sauce as well.
So good.
It's going in there. So it's going to create a base. Oh, that's marinated. Oh, we've already done that.
We're very skilled. And then while Mark's starting that, I'm just going to be starting off our rice with duck. So the first steps are just following our Cookidoo recipes, and Sarah's going to chuck those through the chat. I'll also be doing an email with all the recipes in one place for you guys post this demo. So we've got 2 garlic cloves. Healed with our blade cover peeler. If you don't have that accessory via Thermomix, you're missing out. Who wants to peel garlic? Going in with our onions, 120 grams of quartered onions, a bit of olive oil. And that's going to chop it up for us.
Right, so base of the ramen now. So I've got some spring onions, some ginger, some garlic, and some black pepper. So that goes in. And I'm going to chop that. There's a little bit of coriander root as well. So when you get the coriander, you buy it like this. It's absolutely great because it's got so many different parts. So the root has got completely different flavour to the leaf and the stem. So this is what you want to do. Get it with the root, clean it off, and you can put that in dressings and marinades, base the ramen, that's fantastic. And then all the leaves, it's really fresh and some people say soapy. But that's what you want to do for the garnish, like very last minute. It's a really soft leaf, full of fresh flavour. If you cook with it too much, then it's just gonna wilt. It's not gonna have much flavour on there. So you need to leave that bit to the end. But if you want to get the coriander in, use the root through your cooking. Right, so that's all chopped up. And then we're going to pop our shiitakes in there. So I'm just going to slice them, so fresh shiitakes. And this is the recipe on the Cookidoo. Because we've got our guest Good Chow in the house today, we've got the Good Chow New Zealand Wagyu and shiitake sauce. And just so happens, last night in Auckland, they actually took out the award. So the Artisan Award. What was the official title of the award?
New Zealand Food Awards, Artisan category.
There you go. New Zealand Food Awards, Artisan category. And that was the winner. So we're going to introduce it into our ramen as well. It's just some extra flavour. And that's the beauty with these sauces. They're you can just replace them for any products that you already use in the kitchen, like the soy, the oyster sauce. You get your finishing sauces, like your chili oil. You can add to everything. Eggs works really well on this. I put it on everything. And then those specialty ingredients as well. You can just add there. But any recipe you've got, Cookidoo or not, if it calls for some Chinese sausage or for some smoked pork belly, if you want to put it in fried rice or anything like that, you can just substitute for these products.
So while my onions and garlic are just sauteing up here too, I've got some of the Good Chow cold air dried pork belly. Now this just smells absolutely amazing. I've been wanting to put this into my risottos, even into my pasta dishes. But today we're going to be putting this into our fried rice. I think it's just going to level that up really well.
Get that stir, smell that.
Oh, just baking that, I reckon. So
it's such a chef.
There will be a few spot prizes that we are going to give away to, so make sure you are listening. And we'll throw out some comments a little bit later in the Good Chow team. We've got some beautiful products to give away for us as well. Gosh, you can tell I haven't been drinking for a while. I don't even know for a while.
Out of practice.
Awesome. So I love the fact that we can just preview what's coming up next on our machine to maximize our time as well. So if you are a Fermi lover, and I'm sure a lot of you are, you're hopefully making your own stock paste. So vegetable stock paste is something that goes on rotation a lot in our house. But chicken stock paste is what I still need to do. So today we just got some stock cubes.
Sorry.
Just trying to eat.
It's so hard to
Good turn it that way.
yeah, it's so hard to reach around and read from you.
Yeah. What needs to go in there?
So there's a top tip for you. So read it when you're like in front of it and don't turn it all the way around.
So what's in there now?
Right, so in there we pop some water in there, we've got the shiitakes in there, and we put all our marinated chicken and pork in there. And we've also put a little bit of the Wagyu beef and shiitake sauce in there as well, just to give us that extra flavour and base flavour in there. And then because this is so good, we're going to finish it with that. And also, like if you like it spicy, we've got a little treat for you to finish the ramen later on with another product.
Beautiful. Is there any other prep we need to get ready for that recipe?
Right, so as it's cooking, so you've got your steamer basket on top, so it's going to cook. We're also going to poach eggs in the top as well, or steam eggs in the top. And we've got some broccolini as well, which we're going to put in a little bit of a later date. So everything gets cooked in the Thermomix or on the Thermomix all together. So then it all comes together, got everything there, you just plate it up and you eat it. So it's absolutely fantastic.
So we would put that over here so you can set another recipe at the function.
Yep.
So we got 33 minutes for everyone. What state was that?
Cool, so that's going to cook over there. And the great thing about doing demos here is there's about 25,000 Thermomixes everywhere. You know, we can do 9 recipes today and use like 20 Thermomix, and we've not even able to leave them yet.
Okay, cool. So my recipe here, we're just waiting on these onions to finish sauteing. And then Mark's going to be getting onto our whole steamed fish. Now we're really excited to do that. We're using snapper today, but whatever fish is going to fit in your varoma, you can totally use that too. What else would you use instead of snapper, chef? Or do you have a favourite fish that you like to have steamed?
I actually not game fish, but like real chunky fish, like harpica or monkfish is really good.
Beautiful.
Just because it sort of holds together, and if you get it super fresh and you steam it, it's just really clean and beautiful. And then works really well with all the soys and those Asian flavours. That chili oil. Right, I find the recipe.
Alright, so that's our onion and garlic sauteed beautifully off. We're going in with our stock cubes, or if you've made up Thermomix chicken stock paste, you could be adding it instead. Now, instead of the duck, we're going to be using our Good Chow pork belly. So that's just being cut into a nice dice. Using about 1 kilo, if you can, of this. We've got some chorizo here that I've just sliced in half into some nice little segments. And then we're going to be using the Good Chow lachong to go on top of it as we bake it in the oven to finish off. 100 grams of bacon as well. And if you haven't got these collapsible containers from the mix shop, they're so good. I love that I can just stack up all my produce for the week in the fridge. And even if I'm doing meal prep, it'll last for ages. So 200 grams of white wine. We use the Pinot Gris today. Okay, so the lid's just going to go on with that one. If this cooking at 95 degrees, we're going to introduce the splash guard for this, which is just this one here that comes with the Thermomix, just lets it steam and escape. So that's got a 30-minute cook at 100 degrees. I'm going to take this away and cook it down the end so we can keep going.
Right, so we've got this beautiful snapper. So a whole snapper. So just make sure you've cleaned the inside of it, taken all the guts out, give it a bit of a wash and a dry, and scaled it. You know, if you don't want to do it at home because it does make a mess, get your fishmonger to do it, or even the supermarkets. I think they do it as well now, which is pretty good. So it takes all the mess and work out of it. Or use fillets if you want. Works great with any fish you go out and cook. You don't even have to buy it. Fillets, whole fish, you know, just the timings might change slightly. Right, so we've got a little bit of tofu here. Just going to do some nice slices, and this is going to be a bed for the fish to rest on. Pop this on. Put our fish. I like to do as well, just a bit of a nice score on the fish. And then that will just, it'll help it cook, it'll get all those flavours inside the fish, on both sides. Pop our fish on there. Might have to take the tail off. It's a little bit big. There you go, perfect. So you can see fish is on there, nice and rested. Then get our mix ready. What we're going to do now is we've got these beautiful black beans as well. So these are available from Good Chow. So that's one of my favourite dishes of the Chinese, beef black beans. It's so good. But if you smell these, they're packed full of flavour and they're nice and soft and chewy, but like just flavour bombs. So that's going to go, move them over, around. And also, chili oil. I've got too many products. Keep putting them down. I keep putting them down so I know where they are, and then tomorrow it's hiding up after them.
Okay, you got it already?
Yeah. So just a little bit over. Have I mentioned it actually? All right. Now we're going to put some water in the mixer. Get that hot bit on. Got some spring onions garnish.
That looks gorgeous and smells amazing to a video, you'd be drooling. So while Mark's doing mains, I'm going to skip and get a dessert on. So we're going to be doing our sticker toffee puddings, and we're going to incorporate the soy dipping syrup into the caramel sauce because I think that's going to level it up. So a little bit of salty sweet. If anyone likes salted caramel, this is going to be probably a dish for you as well. So what we've done is rehydrate our dates in some boiling water with a bit of baking soda. So I'll just love a good tech issue. Go and we're in. Great. So that's going to go in first. And we're just going to blend that into a puree with a blend. Or oh, yes. All right. So just going to blend that up now. Great, so that's made a nice paste, date paste for us, for the base of our super date puddings. So I found that you can kind of be a bit cheeky. Dates can be quite expensive from time to time, so you can make this with raisins or sultanas or currants or anything like that, anything dried fruit really. It's going to taste a little bit different, but you know, you've got to do what you need to do. Maybe you don't want to go to the supermarket, you're going to go sultanas or currants in the cupboard. Totally change it up. Okay, so going in, we've got some salted butter, 60 grams of brown butter. Too far. We let the pregnant lady cook. Great, I know what it's doing. It's trying to get us to cook the sauce and the mix at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just fast forward. So anyone that doesn't know this, they can jump into a separate part of the recipe and just cook from there. So that's what we're going to do here. Right, now 40 grams of salted butter, 110 grams of brown sugar, 150 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and an egg. So that's all going to go in now with our date puree. And we're going to make the batter for our stem puddings. The reason I want to get this made before I do the sauce is so I can be cooking, and in one of our multiple Thermomixes we have here at the office, I can make the sauce. So 20 seconds at speed 5. Then what I've got here is a Varoma dish, and I've just greased some of our beautiful dariole molds as well from our mixture. So these come in a black and a white. I find these are a really cool vessel to be doing things like panna cottas, steam puddings that we're doing now. Even a creme brulee, you can steam a creme brulee and just cover them in your Varoma as well. Tip them out and then dodge them later too. So we're going to be pouring that into our lined dariole molds here. So has your fish just gone on to cook now as well?
Yeah, so I've got the fish on another mixer, so that's cooking down there. And then what we've got is this beautiful, we're going to do a warm soy tasties, liquid oil in there and sugar dressing to finish the fish off later. So I've mixed everything in there. So you've got some sugar in there, some soy, some veg oil, chicken stock and water. And all we've got to do then is just warm it up and the fish is ready, so that's all ready to go. And that's done.
So the recipes we're doing today are quite Asian-y inspired because we've gone with the Good Chow products, but we're going to introduce a couple later that aren't so Asian too. All right, so that's what your batter should look like for your stick dates.
Love a good sticky date pudding.
Have you done a big, massive one before, or do you normally just do it individuals?
Normally just individuals,
Yeah.
and then you have 3 of them.
Portion control, yes.
Probably easier to do one big one, but it's great. I mean, these molds are great as well. So they're non-stick molds.
Yes.
Proper there, and so good. You can do everything there. Mix in the Thermomix and then you steam it.
100%.
Then, I'm intrigued for the caramel sauce.
Yeah, did you want to start?
If we can start that, yeah.
Yeah. So if you drop that to where it is in your skirts. So now we just want to focus on making the sauce. So I can just jump to where it makes the sauce in the recipe, and Mark can make that while I'm busy filling it with focusing.
So we've got so it's all measured out, but also he measures it out for you, and you can just go through each stages. There's brown sugar in there. Let's put some honey, golden syrup. Did you put both in, or did you just one? So golden syrup today. The honey works just as well. Right,
Yes, if you didn't have any of the Good Chow soy dipping sauce, maybe some big chunk of flake of salt in there so you get the salted caramel flavour, but I think the soy is going to be quite cool today.
and it will work in the same way. It'll be that whole same principle of having that saltiness in there, that real hip sweetness, and then the salty, and the sponginess. Again, very technical style, aren't we? That's in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's all in there. So you've got cream in there as well. Vanilla, cinnamon basket.
That's just Great. So with your molds as well for your dairy, I'll just go in about 3/4 full, and then that should give them enough room to steam through in this way.
All that's on, and then just get ready like that. So this is the first now. So we're going to add a little bit to taste it. Right.
Any questions that come through, Sarah? Right, so those are just going to get steamed for half a minute, 30 minutes, and then aroma is speed one. So I'm going to take these away and it goes to Jack as well. Right, team, if you do have any questions, Sarah can manage the chat box, but would love to hear, what are you guys loving about making meals in your Thermomix? How's it helped you? Is it making you a more creative chef? Are you saving some time? Are you eating healthier? What is it that you love about your Thermomix? Check it in the chat box and Sarah can let us know.
All right. So yes. All right, now we're going to make some dumplings. So we're going to make our mix. Right. So the recipes for chicken, like chicken and vegetable dumplings, but we're just going to mix it up. Sorry, pork and vegetable dumplings. We're going to mix it up. We're going to make prawn ones. Because I love prawn. Or you can do pork and prawn, or you can do chicken. You can do whatever flavour you want. Right, so we've got some Chinese cabbage. But if you can't get Chinese cabbage, just got some bok choy. But any sort of crunchy leafy green works really well. A little bit of celery. There's a good recipe for the kids as well. It's all hidden in the dumpling. Kids love dumplings. You can't see the vegetables, and you can cover it with soy sauce, and they love soy sauce.
And yeah, and then even if you make your own dumpling wrappers, you can colour them up and you can have whole green dumplings or, I don't know, fairy dumplings if you want to make them pink, I guess. Got two girls, huh? Would you colour what they want?
I don't know if they need pink dumplings. They love it. We went to dumplings the other day, and I thought my youngest daughter drinking the soy out of the bottle.
Oh wow!
It's not. I mean, she loves it, but a bit extreme. I'm going to take the fish.
Cool. So while that's about to come out, I'm just going to show you our other vacuum sealed containers. This is our medium one. So there's a wand that sucks out all the air that preserves it for you, so it makes it last longer, but it's also really good for marinating. So if you've got a barbecue happening, you don't have overnight to marinate your meat, you'll be able to do it with your vacuum seal, and then you just release the little suction cup in the middle and get that out. And that's all the air that's just come out now. You can just pop it out, and even the lid, the way that's designed, say what date and what month it's gone in the fridge, so you know how long your things have gone and lasted for as well.
So will that will help marinate or speed up the marinating process because you're vacuuming it,
100%.
pushing all those flavours into it.
And because the bottom is glass, like if you made a casserole or something, you can put that straight in the oven, and then all your leftovers you could seal and freeze as well.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we'll pop in our mixture into the steaming basket. We're just taking that excess liquid off, so our mixture is not too wet. So just all those juices there, so that's good. Leaving them there. Right, so now we're going to put our prawns in there. Sesame oil. Vegetable oil. Southon sauce. So the oyster sauce, so it's just about to be released, just about to go into the shops now, and it's going to be gluten-free for all the gluten-free people out there. So fantastic! And there's a whole range now of Good Chow gluten-free products. So lots of soy sauce. You're going to have the oyster sauce. What else have you got? Sesame oil as well. Wow! So really good. Lots of gluten-free options now. So the Good Chow soy sauce, some white pepper. So Chinese cookery is a lot of white pepper. I think it's all white pepper really. They don't really use black pepper too much. Just in that ramen. Shaoxing wine. How's your dumpling making skills?
I used to work at a Malaysian restaurant, so not too bad actually.
You can make the dumplings. I like that dumplings.
Alright, so we're gonna get Mark to season up our caramel sauce as well, with our soy.
Okay.
So the texture of that is just gorgeous, and as it cools, it'll get a bit thicker as well.
So I reckon start with a thing.
Yeah. You got some cream on there.
Pop another one in there. You give it a taste, see what you think. But it's just nice. It's not. It sounds really strange, but we're working on the same concept as that salt. So we want the saltiness, and it will just give you a bit of background flavour. But you've got you've still got the sugar coming through and the caramel.
Yeah.
You know, the golden syrup, the brown sugar, the richness, and then you just finish with that little bit of saltness. So you're happy with that?
Yeah, so even miso paste would probably work in the same way. And then we've got the Good Chow fermented soybeans. So if you want to be a little bit more crazy, maybe try to get a soybean in the caramel sauce as well, see how that goes. Happy with that?
I'm really happy with that. I could just eat that on its own. That's you should even if it sounds a bit weird to you, you should try that because that's great. It's taking that sauce to the next level.
100%. And so I'm really going to keep that warm in one of our thermojacks from the next shop as well, team. So there's a great custards, hollandaise, gravies, all of that. So that's going to go to the side. And then I'm going to get on to cooking our beef bulgogi. So if there's any Korean fans in the house, beautiful recipe. We've used some good choice soy sauce in here. Use some beef rump, but you could also use beef flat. Just sliced very thinly. Some ginger, some garlic, some of the chili root paste, like a Dutch gong, I think it's called. A bit of peanut oil, sesame oil. We're just going to go and cook this very now in batches. So meal prep can save us a lot of time in our busy weeks. I don't know what your weeks look like now, but being able to just do a few dishes together earlier on and have them after the way. Yeah,
it's so good. And you can, what's a 2.2 litre jug?
Yeah.
2.2 litre jug. So you can actually make quite a lot of this. Easily feed a family full, in one go, or you can start doing bigger things like say you can split it over a couple of days.
100%. And this just smells amazing. Right, so we're going to use a little bit of peanut oil for this recipe to cook. and just popping in our beef to saute as well. So I love the high heat function on our Thermomix. And then we get some of that browning and caramelization. It's great for colouring off bits of chicken. It's a beautiful seared beef salad that you can make when you brown up the meat, make the dressing, and pour that all over some pepper greens as well. So we use our splash guard again. So we're cooking at about 95 degrees. About 8 minutes to cook our beef. Let's see what that's going to look like.
All right, so here's our prawn dumpling mix. So we've got the bok choy's gone back in here. That's all mixed through. We've got all those flavours, and we've got the prawns in there as well. So that's quite nice. That's nice and chunky. So I quite like a little bit of texture on there. I think if you were just using prawns, I would probably, if I made this recipe again, I'd put half the prawns in, do it like this. Or sorry, half the prawns in first, and maybe give it a bit more of a blend so it breaks those down. And then put some more prawns in or chop some more prawns in so you still get that texture, but then you've got a bit more sort of binding agent. But it's still work, it'll still be really nice. Right. Show me how to make these dumplings or how you make them.
Absolutely. Right, so secret is just having a little bit of water to obviously seal that as well, and then not overfilling. So I just take a little bit of water, just to the top of your dumpling mix, sorry, your dumpling wrapper, filling the center with your mixture.
Yep.
And then it's up to you how creative I want to be with the design. A lot of people can overfill that as well, so we kind of just create a semicircle shape, and then I'll bring it into this kind of thing. Yeah, and then we're just folding over to seal that up. If you've got a bit extra mixture that comes out, that's okay. And then just going in the reverse the other way, so it's got way too much mixture.
There's a real fine art, isn't there, of you want to put as much filling in as you can without overfilling it and it getting squashed out.
How did you want to go? All right, let me just do a retake on that because that's a bit.
There you go.
Oh, well done.
See that?
That's a bit fancy with his.
Yeah, I had to make these last week for dinner. So I had some practice.
Well practiced. Let's do this. Yeah, so even if you wanted to do like little money bags or wonton shape, doesn't really matter. Try and keep them all the same size and quite uniform so that they all cook the same.
But this is the beauty of it, you know, any Chinese supermarket or even your normal supermarkets now sometimes carry stock the dumpling wrappers.
Yes.
But definitely Asian supermarkets, you know, you go in there, they're in the freezer section, smaller ones, larger ones, always get the larger ones.
There we go, take a bit of that one. Good brief.
You know, you get different pastries for different applications.
Yes.
But it's just really cool, and it's so much fun as well. Especially if you get the whole family involved, you know, it always tastes better. That's what I try to tell them. To make it taste better.
So we're going to fill up a few of these to get going. But we've used the Varoma vented checks from the meat shop as well. So they do have non-vented if you want to be using those as well for omelettes and stuff like that. I find these, I don't have to cut up individual pieces of bacon paper, put those in. So really cool if you're doing bao buns, steamed buns, or dumplings that we're doing today.
This is the best invention ever. The amount of times I've you've got to cut the greaseproof paper. I mean, it's great getting into a circle, but trying to get it into an oval is that's the next level, and then snipping little holes into it. So that just takes all that work out of it. It's just really good. Yours is fancy. I'll do one more and then we'll get those on to cook. So, I mean, if you guys could see behind the scenes here, just around the corner, there's like heaps of Thermomixes all going, cooking. It's all going to come together very, very soon. And then, so we're pretty much Got another recipe each, haven't we, Tamara?
I'm just gonna do the next step with this fried rice.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna finish the fried rice in the oven to bake. So some of these recipes might not be finished at the end of the hour too. We are trying to stay on time, but we'll put a photo on our Thermomix Facebook page with all the dishes will be finished as well. So don't miss out. Right. So what we can do in our Thermomix recipes is jump out and have a nose at other things that we're doing too. So I can go back into the fried rice recipe and look at the method. So I can just continue on.
So I've got a question for the audience. What is the best recipe you've made in the Thermomix? Or what about you, Tamara? What's the best recipe?
Oh, my go-to on a week where I just need some comfort food is the chicken pizziola. And so you make a beautiful like tomato marinara sauce that gets poured over chicken breasts covered in cheese and then baked in the oven, and it's just such a beautiful recipe. That and the Korean fried chicken, they go up there. Yeah, what about you?
I was going to say any one of my recipes.
That's a good segue actually. Next Friday, Mark and I are back here at the office at 12 o'clock. We'll be running a pasta workshop and pasta and dough workshop. So we're making a whole lot of pasta recipes and also tiramisu for those. That's my favourite for my birthday. That is my birthday cake. But yeah, Mark and I.
Is it your birthday as well?
No, but
No, so I can eat.
That's what I eat on my birthday. Yeah. Oh, it's just fantastic.
Yeah, I think especially coming out of winter, you know, we've used it a lot at home for those slow cook recipes. You know, pop it all in there and it all cooks together, you know, and you don't have to worry about it, you know, it cooks for 3-4 hours and you know at the end of that time it's all cooked, it's all ready.
Yeah.
And if you use the blade.
Oh, the blade on the pillar.
Yeah. Or the blade cover, you know, yeah, there we go. If it's that's hot. No, if you're slow cooking and doing stews, and if you do the blade cover, it actually comes out a lot chunkier. Even though you know it's going slow, it doesn't break down the meat, so it's really good. So
it's a nice ragu on there with a watercress pesto or something.
Yeah.
That's do you know who made that one?
Oh, it's top chef.
But yeah, guys, if you haven't got tickets yet for Mark's class next week, there's still some slots available. It's going to be awesome.
Right. So now I'm just going to make our sauce for the fish. So
Right, so when you're weighing things, Tim, you don't have to weigh necessarily in a jug. You can weigh in the base. You can put a plate on the top of the arms as well and weigh in it too. So I'm just going to be weighing in our rice for finishing off this recipe. So we've got 350 grams of long grain rice. We're just using some jasmine today. Cool. And so just a reminder of everything that went in here was the garlic and onion, and then we've added some chorizo, some bacon, our pork belly from Good Chow, some white wine, and it's just been cooking off in the thermi. Then we'll be adding our rice, some water to here, and it's going to cook for another 20 minutes. When it gets finished in the oven, we'll put some more of the Szechuan pork sausage on top, so it's going to get nice and crispy on top like bacon as well. So yeah, on top of the back, we'll keep going. What have you got going on there?
right, so I have got. So we've got our dressing here, which is a bit of water, a bit of chicken stock powder, some soy, and that is just going to It's just going to get brought to the boil. It's going to be nice and warm, and that's just going to be a little sauce just to finish off fish. Fish is just down there, just finishing off. It's probably another 2-3 minutes away, and then perfect timing for the sauce, and then we can serve that. Serve it with some fresh coriander, some spring onion on top. Keep it nice and simple. But it's a great easy dish, and it looks fantastic. Like when you do it with the whole fish, it's a great centerpiece. The ramen is getting there as well. That's all coming together, so we'll be able to plate that soon. Dumplings are steaming on top. They're looking good. I think we're nearly ready to serve some of our food up and then finish our last little.
Can you take that bulgogi and some meats as well?
What it is?
Yeah. We have dumplings.
Sorry.
Underneath the tray.
So just got a bit of broccolini as well, which we've just popped in the steamer, which we just cooked to finish our ramen. So the great thing about this is, you've got a little tray at the top, so we're steaming our dumplings in there, and you've got the slice section in the bottom, so you can split it and put the tray on there, and do 2 things at once.
That's awesome. So our beef just got another 4 minutes on there, but
Just that little bit, it's not
we're going to get into some fun recipes now. We've got a tequila salad that we're going to make, and also a beetroot and berry sorbet using some good chow products too. So let us just get organised for that quickly.
All right, so here's our sauce, which you oh my god, there's cameras everywhere. Sauce. So that's just warmed up, it's nice and warm. That goes straight over the fish when it's ready to serve, which I'm just going to check now. And then we're going to make our sorbet now, which is really quick. Such a great piece of equipment for making sorbet. Great for the kids. Frozen fruit, and you just blended it, a bit of ice, a little bit of we're using the beetroot juice today, so that's going to give us some flavour with the berries, and a little bit of alcohol syrup, which is we're using instead of sugar. You can use honey as well if you want. Fish.
Awesome. Right, so just separating some egg whites really quickly. You can use a lid of your Thermomix to separate your eggs if you want to, but I just find time is money and money is time. I don't know about you, Mark. You just separate an egg, right? So I find just cracking them into a container, quickly blend it, go out, we're good to go. So the egg yolk, you could make a hollandaise or a custard or some scrambled eggs, maybe don't joke with that.
Do you separate it on the lid?
Yeah. So ideally you can have, you just crack an egg straight on here, your egg white will come into the bowl, and then your yolk will lightly go straight on the top as well.
It's always a good idea not to do that whilst the recipe's going and the Thermomix is going. It slips in there, it ruins it. Well, look at that. So there's our fish. It's nicely steamed. So you can just check it and just feel the flesh, or even if you you're a little bit unsure, just sort of go down the grooves, the point of your knife, and just sort of pull it back, and you'll see if the flesh is still raw or cooked. So that's beautifully cooked. A little bit of spring onion on there. Got our sauce. Just goes over. Make sure you've got a nice lid on your serving dish. That's all that sauce. There we go.
Right, now beef bulgogi is finished as well, so I'm plating it up in the background.
Put a little bit chili oil on if you want. To like it spicy.
We're going to beef in the veg.
Yeah. And then like coriander, just a nice little bit of coriander. You put some fresh chili on there if you wanted. Crispy shallots, you can put whatever you want on there. They'll just keep it nice and simple. But fantastic flavours in there. Really clean, really fresh. Coming into summer, no excuses. You can go out, you can catch a snapper, and you can make this recipe. Beautiful.
Beautiful. So just got a few crispy shallots. I think fried shallots on anything, it's quite soft, just really adds some texture. And I've got some toasted sesame seeds as well, but we'll put a little bit of spring onion on there for color. Good.
You ever try crispy shallots on ice cream?
No, but I like popcorn and ice cream, so I reckon you have a bit of popcorn.
Yeah, similar thing. Right, so we've got a beetroot berry sorbet. Dead simple. All we've got to do. So beetroot juice soap's already there for Good Chow. Bit of a shake. Now we've got raspberries for the recipes. Use any berries. Got some strawberries today. Ice cubes. This is great as well. This is great for dinner parties. Pop your ice in there. And I've got there you go. That is your berry and beetroot sorbet. So these strawberries we got them ready before the demo. So a little bit softer, so it's nice and soft sorbet. If you want it a little bit firmer, just use them straight out of the freezer and it'll all blend together and it'll hold a little bit more. You can do that, pop it back in the freezer so you can make it ahead of time if you want.
Beautiful.
And it's great to serve.
That feels great. So
Yeah, it's fantastic. And beetroot and red fruit is it's fantastic in there.
good for the heart as well, team. Really good. All right, we're going to make it tequila sour, and unfortunately, I can't eat this, but the ones that are in the office can drink this, I should say. Okay, so we're going to start off firstly with a bowl, adding our tequila inside, so 4 ounces of that. Got 2 ounces of the lemon juice, so if you've got some fresh lemons, always fresh is best, but for the essence of time, I'm just going to use a little bit of bottle. Lime juice. Some beautiful limes from the supermarket. Squeeze those in there. You much of a tequila person, Jim?
Oh, everyone seems to love tequila, and it's like it's one of those things where too many bad experiences on tequila.
Yes. Right, so
I mean that's talking shots though.
yes.
This might be you might convert a little bit.
All right, that's it. Right, we're going to be using a Good Chow peach drink as well. Really excited to have that in here. Bit of agave again, 4 teaspoons.
I'll look at those ones.
Oh, a little bit of bit of some of that sauce at the top.
Yeah, it's a little sauce.
Got some bitters here, some extra bitters, got 6 dashes of bitters.
And this is a great product now. Truffle soy sauce. I think they designed that for chefs. It's really nice. So they're beautiful soy sauce, beautiful bit of truffle, and it's so good. You can make a dressing if you wanted. You know, you can put some ginger, coriander, a bit of vinegar if you wanted. But the products are so good. You can just use normal soy, or I like to use the triple soy on there as well. And I tell you, try that. It's absolutely beautiful.
So that's smelling really good. We're going to add half a bottle of the peach, so 125 mils. Give or take, free pouring. Just mix that through as well. Great, so Chris is having 2 bowls. Also at the moment I could purchase as an extra bowl on top of those 8 containers. So the ability to just pull that out and swap it in with another bowl. So good. We're going to use our butter flavors.
I tell you, once you do a couple of recipes or a few different things in the for dinner, like in the recipes in Cookidoo for the Thermomix, you need 2 bowls. I had 1 bowl for like years.
Yeah.
Just using 1 bowl, and you can wash it out and just do it. But man, it's like a game changer when you've got 2. It is brilliant. All right, so got our ramen. So we've got the noodles which we made in Thermomix and cooked. Got our ramen here, nice and chunky. Spin that in. This is a great dish. This is smelling absolutely fantastic. Full of flavour. All that meat in there, all those shiitake mushrooms in there. Garnish it with an egg, steamed broccolini, a little bit of coriander, a little bit of freshly cooked spring onion as well, just for some freshness. And chili flakes if you like. And finish it with a little bit more wagyu sauce. Just on top. And like a bit more extra spice, got this product here. Just chili, butter. This, oh, beautiful. Little spoon in there. There you go. Ramen cooked in the Thermomix. We've got whole steamed fish cooked in the Thermomix. Beef bulgogi. Got these fantastic dumplings what we've made. Got the sorbet. And you can make this as a sorbet, but you could also do this as a smoothie. You know, I want some vanilla ice cream in there, some milk or yogurt. You know, it's so easy. You can use everything. Use the Thermomix to do all the work. Use the Good Chow products. Oh, we got the dessert as well. Oh, where's the caramel sauce?
All right, so that's just whipped up our egg whites beautifully. We've got our tequila and peach mix in here. This is going to be delicious. So what we do now is add our peach mixture. Oh, wait, I've got to show you the egg whites. How good is that? So fluffy. If you're making a pavlova this Christmas, but using Thermomix, just make sure you've got a really dry bowl. Put our mixture in. Measuring cup going 15 seconds for that.
Right, this caramel. There's a sticky toffee pudding. And that's soy caramel toffee sauce. Oh, look at that.
What else do we eat? Let's have that for lunch, eh?
You got banquet here. You've got dessert. You've got cocktails. You've got a sorbet course. You've got a fish course. You've got everything.
All right, so that's quite nice and fluffy for our tequila syrup.
I like a little garnish with the lemon.
So what's going to happen is it'll separate. You'll have your beautiful foam on the top, and then you've got your gorgeous drink underneath as well.
And so you've got egg whites in there.
Yeah, 2 egg whites.
So that's why you're getting nice and frothy.
Yeah, if you didn't like, or if you're vegan, you could use apple fiber instead.
Oh, it's the chickpea.
Yeah, the chickpea.
And it will do the same thing, won't it? It will stabilise and make it frothy.
Absolutely. So they're just going
Look at
to
that.
start changing a bit. The only thing we're missing here is the fried rice, but that's still going to go in the oven. So we're going to probably stop it here, take a photo of all of this stuff, and then when that fried rice is ready, we'll take a big photo and put that up on our Facebook page. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We've had heaps of fun. We got some prizes to give away.
Yeah, we got some Good Chow prize packs as well. So if you guys put a question or answer a question right in the comments, the first one to get it right will get a prize pack sent out. You'll be able to try these recipes and use all the beautiful Good Chow products. So I'll do the first question. What is my favourite Good Chow product?
Let's see if
Right.
anyone can get
So
it.
who can get that one? Bit of a trick question because we've talked about one extensively and most of them actually.
Yeah.
But there you go. So see who can get that.
Yeah.
And
Another
what about you?
question would be, when is Mark's pasta class happening here at head office?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Where are you guys listening?
And are you coming? This is the next question. Another one from you, Mark. Is it chili oil?
Is it? Yeah, I'd accept chili oil and any. Like chili oil, yeah. So whoever the first one was there.
It is. And it's well done. You've got a prize pack coming to you. We'll grab your details from your registration. Has anyone got the answer for when Mark's class is, Sarah? And another question.
Right, another question. we used the steam stepper today, which is great centerpiece and really easy to do. But what other fish did we talk about? What you could use, which is really nice, or my suggestion for another fish.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday, yeah. No,
Yes.
no, it's next Friday. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, close to a toots and it's with monkfish. I think toots just got in a little bit.
Yeah, monkfish, yeah, correct. Beautiful. Fantastic. You guys have been listening very hard. Unfortunately, because it's all virtual, you're not going to get to try this food, but we are.
Yeah, we totally are. But all the recipes will be coming out in an email with the recording from this as well. So if there's anything you missed, don't stress about it. And we'd like to thank our beautiful sponsors at Good Chow for all of their beautiful products. Jenny, I know you're sitting there nice and calm, but would you like to just pop in and just say hi? So you've been sitting there so patient, seeing us use all your tools. We hope we've done them justice for you.
Oh my God, you are so creative. The things you come up with, it's like, wow. And this is exactly what we hope people would do at home. Grab your Good Chow, have a taste, and just go wild, like what Tamara and Mark did today.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And if anyone wants to find your beautiful range of products, where would you go to direct them?
I would encourage everyone to shop online because we have got a special running this month only.
Yeah.
12% off site wide. So goodchownz.com.
Perfect.
good.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. We're going to shut off now and get stuck into all of this stuff. But thank you for joining and we'll see you next time. See ya.
See you later.